Hi guys, you are welcome to this video. I'm super happy to have you here with me. If this is your first time on this channel, please do well to subscribe, like the video and share it to your friends who might need the video. Yes, in this video my focus is to show you how to legalize your documents at the Czech embassy. Yeah, Czech is a beautiful country in Europe and it's one of those countries with high standard of living, and many international students want to go there basically from different countries, from Asia, Africa, and other continents alike. So, but before you can actually get enrolled in a ZEC university or higher institution, you have to get your documents legalized at the ZEC diplomatic missions. This is called superlegalization. So you have to get your documents super legalized. But before you can actually go to the search embassy for super legalization, you first have to authenticate and certify your documents. And you have to do this at the Ministry of Education in your home country. So you have to authenticate the document at the Ministry of Education in your home country, and then you take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your home country. That is the country where the document was actually issued. So after that, it's after that you can then go to the embassy. I have already made a video on how to actually authenticate your documents at the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I have a link available in the description of this video which you can actually check to watch it properly. How to authenticate your document at the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But this one is focused on the legalization part that is done at the embassy. Basically, so once you are done with that, you can then proceed to the embassy that you want to use basically. So super legalization um, is also known as higher authentication. So it's a process in which the document is verified to be sure that the organization that was said to have issued the document is actually the one that issued the document, and that the content of the document has not been tampered with, has not been altered. It could be certificate, it could be transcripts. So that is what they're trying to do there to be sure that everything is the way it is supposed to be basically. So that's what they want to check there. So, and documents like this, certificates, diploma, university certificates, university transcripts, and many other documents like marriage certificates, birth certificates, and the likes like that are very important to get authenticated depending on what you want to do with them and what is required where you are actually needing them basically. So I need to also state that this requirement actually applies to countries that are not part of the Hague Convention. Hague Convention actually includes majority of the countries in Europe, most countries in Asia and Africa were not involved in this convention. So it simply means that if you want to use your academic documents or your documents generally for any procedures in such countries that was involved in Hague Convention, you must legalize them or super legalize them as the case may be. For ZH, it is called super legalization basically. So where can you do your legalization, super legalization? Basically, super legalization of documents for the purpose of ZH embassy, for the purpose of ZH Republic, is actually done at any ZH diplomatic mission that is close to you. It could be an embassy, it could be a honorary consulate, it could be a consulate, and it could be a general consulate. Any of them that is close to you, you can actually do it there. Embassy is the most popular version, and the one that is available for Nigerians is the Embassy of Czech Republic in Abuja. So any of such that you find, you can do it there. Like for example, those in Nigeria and all the countries that are covered under the Embassy of Czech Republic in Abuja can actually super legalize their documents at the Embassy of the Czech Republic in Abuja. Those from Cameroon, for example, can do their own as the honorary consulate of the Czech Republic that's available in Douala. That is in Douala, basically. So let's talk about the requirements of the super legalization. the original document that was actually authenticated by the Minister of Education, and that was taken together with your single source document to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that has now been certified and approved by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is what they are expecting at the embassy. That is what they want to see. They are not looking for plain copies that have not been authenticated or legalized, or photocopies. No, that one that was actually super legalized, approved and authenticated and certified by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education is what they want to see at the embassy. As the That's what they want to see there. Then the next thing is that you cannot super legalize certified copy or photocopy of the documents. No, they want to see the original document. So the documents to be super legalized must be taken to the embassy in person. You have to go there by yourself. You take document with you. So you cannot send it via mail or post or anything like that. It is not going to work. So birth certificate and marriage certificate as well must be taken to the embassy by the owner of those documents, by yourself. So you cannot send anybody to replicate it there or anything like that. So and then so the personal presence of the document holder is required. You that want to do the super legalization, you must be present there. That is why you have to be the one to take all those documents there by yourself. So additional documents for proving the purpose for which you need those documents there might be required. For example, if you are trying to legalize your diploma, literacy certificate, your transcript and stuff like that, they might tell you to submit your admission letter to prove that truly you have a purpose that you want to go and do in the Czech Republic. So that is just an example. It could be any other reason. Maybe you got a job there and they are requesting for some document that you need to super legalize. They might ask you for the contract of that job, something like that, just to prove that you really have something you want to go and do in Czech Czech Republic. So there is a fee attached to the superlegalization of each document. So you're going to be paying 600 Czech krona is required for each superlegalization of each document. So then the next thing is that since June 2024, for you to be able to super legalize document at the Czech embassy, you have to book an appointment. And this appointment is usually booked via email, via an email. The email is on the website. I will be putting the link to the page where you are going to see all the emails there. So they have different emails there, and each email serves different purposes. But the one that is for super legalization is one you have to send your appointment bookings to, and then you must not go and send it to another one. If you do that, it's going to become invalid. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there. So once you send that email, they are going to reply you to confirm that they receive your email. So if you have not received that confirmation, that means that it's either your email has not been delivered or something is wrong. You're going to receive a confirmation that they received the email, that they received that your email. And then that email has to be sent within a specified time, because the way they do it is that that email is not I don't know how to put it. That sending of email is not open every time. They usually announce when they want people to send that email there for the booking of the appointment. So if you send it at any other time apart from that time, the stuff is going to be invalid. And if you send it maybe before or after, it is going to be invalid. It has to be sent within the specified time that they said it should be sent to that email so that it can be valid. Apart from that, there is also a booking limit of applicants. Each time they open the email for sending off, they announce that okay, you can send it so dates, and you start sending. There's a limit. Each time, once the limit is reached, all other emails that come in will not be regarded. And the limit is 60 applicants. For the current limit is 60 applicants. So once it is up to 60, they will just cut it and they will first go and treat those 60 first. And most of the time, within about 3 days, you should receive a response telling you the exact time that you'll be able to get your appointment done. They give you the date and everything. And then you should not send more than one email to their to the email for the booking. Once you send more than one email, both email will become nullified. So you must make sure that the email you are sending is not more than one. So that is very, very important. Now, once they give you an appointment date, once they give once they give you a date, you cannot exchange that date. You cannot transfer it to another person. You cannot exchange the date. You cannot defer the date or shift it forward or anything like that. The date is final and permanent. Once they give you the date, you must appear there on that date. So now let's talk about the contents of the booking appointment email, the things that they want to see there. They want to see your first name, they want to see your surname, they want to see your passport number, then the purpose of the travel, they want to see it, and then they want to see your phone number and an email that they might need to use to reply you must also be there. And then the scan of your passport biodata page should also be there. And then the documents that you are planning to super legalize, you must scan them and also attach them. All the scan must be in the PDF format. Do not use any other format. Then I will also be attaching the super legalization email, the email there. I will be putting it in the video description. But you are supposed to always check on the website. I will be putting a link to the website page there too, so that you can check it and confirm that it is still the email that they are using, because you can decide to change it anytime. But for now, that is a valid email. And I put a link to that page there so that you can also see it. So basically, once you do that, your document will be super legalized and you'll be able to get it as soon as possible. So I have come to the end of this video, and I am super happy that you stayed till the end of the video. I wish you God's favor in your application. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.